On today's episode of Identity, award-winning gospel artist Dr Tumi hangs out in the Identity coffee shop. We take a short left to Soweto and engage in dialogues for young women at the Soweto Theatre. And our What's Appening segment features the review of a full body workout app and an inspirational movie.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Good day and welcome to yet another exciting and spiritually uplifting episode of your favorite magazine show right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. This is Identity and I'm your host Viwe Gxwala. Njengesiqhelo siniphathela ukutya komoya kule mizuzu engamashumi amathathu. Ngokwamosha ixesha masamkele undwendwe lethu olugqamileyo kwivenkile yethu yekofu. The young man joining me for coffee today has an exceptional story to tell. He's not only a gifted songwriter, but he's also a seasoned minister of song, who's graced with belting out melodies that flow from the throne. Dr Tumi earned his title after spending 6 years studying medicine at the Medical University of Southern Africa. His amazing talent has seen him win a record-breaking 12 awards in 8 months, which included 6 Crown Gospel Awards. He gracefully accepted our invite and will share his journey from humble beginnings to unbelievable success. Dr. Tumi, welcome to Identity.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Okay, ndifuna ukwazi from eqaleni ukuba how was your upbringing like? What was your childhood like?
I had a very good upbringing. I'm the last of 6 at home. Grew up in church. Both my parents are actually pastors. They apparently met at Bible school, whatever. But yeah, a lot of support, a lot of school. I spent a lot of my growing up days just focusing on school, really, and I was very shy, so very withheld, very much of a loner. So music became like one of those things that I hide out and I'd play keyboards and I'd just lock myself up. So yeah, I grew up very shy actually. But again, I think church offered me a lot of exposure. Started playing keyboards when I was very young, so I really spent most of my life just doing music and doing church and doing school and yeah.
So how was spirituality then introduced in your life? Because I know you speak about your parents meeting in Bible school, and what role does it play in your life right now?
It's a very important role. I mean, it's what got me grounded. They taught me that from the word go, and I got to learn about God at that very young age, and it shaped my life in a lot of ways because I learned a lot of principles from that, and I think I would have probably turned out very different had I not been raised in that type of a setup. And most of the things I do, my beliefs, morals, everything that I do is structured around what I grew up being taught, and that's structured around spirituality, really.
All right, and so you're a qualified doctor. What led you into that medical field?
I think it was one of those things that your parents speak into you over the years. I used to really do well at school, and my dad would say, okay, this is my last born son, he's very smart, he's going to be a doctor, and I think I had that so many times. It started being the only thing that I thought I could be. So when it was time to go to varsity, it was actually the only application I made. I just wanted to be a doctor, nothing else, and I don't know what else I would have been. I did think about studying music at some point, but my fear about it was what happens if it doesn't work. It seems to be a very unsafe space to go into, and I also wanted to help people, so that helped.
But here you are today, you're a gospel artist.
Yeah.
So I want to find out more about your music career. Tell us about your music journey. What prompted that move?
I felt so empty at some point. When I was doing my second year, I actually tried to kill myself because I was thinking, am I at the right place? Am I doing the right thing?
Sure.
Why? And I felt really depressed. And again, music was one of those things that really helped me to find peace. And after I had completed and I'd worked for a couple of years, I sat and I thought, something is missing. Like, this cannot be me in my entirety, you know, like there must be more to me. It was really that void, emptiness, a feeling that there's something missing.
A feeling of despondency and that void. So is this how Love and Grace came about in 2016? And I know that you won over 12 awards for it, so that's amazing through such a tumultuous time in your life. Tell us a bit more about that album and that experience for you.
So I started writing and I write quite quick, so it was a very quick project to put together in my head. And I didn't even know what I'm going to do with the project. How am I going to get it out? But I just knew that I needed to pin it down and get it recorded. So in the process of that, I thought it would be nice to have a DVD to do it as a live recording. So I had a couple of friends that I knew that some of them had studied music, and so I called them together and I told them, you know what, guys, I wanna do an album. And we went out that night, had that recording, and so that was kind of a turnaround moment, basically.
Sure. And then events, you know, I'm also thinking of last year, you know, filling up the dome. That was amazing. It was monumental, especially for a gospel artist. You know, where did that inspiration to do that come from?
I think I've always wanted to do big things. One of the things I believe about myself is, if you're called to do great things, you must just not be afraid. You must just go at it. But again, I think I really believe that God is able to do those things. So if I get an impression in my heart that God wants me to do something, it doesn't matter how big it is, because I don't take responsibility for making it happen. If it's His dream, if it's His vision, if it's His purpose, He has to fulfill it. I'm just a vessel, really.
It's a testament of faith in your life. You know, you have an initiative where you help young girls with sanitary towels. Tell us about it.
Sanitary towels about dignity, and most people are not aware of the fact that young girls go through that, and you hear story after story how for them it's taboo. This society almost judges you for being of age, you know, and but part of it is that do you have something as simple as a sanitary towel ready to go through that period. And so I decided to do that as well, and visit a couple of schools where we can really help. And it's one of those things that I really enjoy doing, because I know that nobody sees it, but for that person it means so much.
All right, so we're going to get into our quick word game, all right? So we can loosen up a bit, you know, we can have a bit of fun, all right? Cool. And I'm going to ask you questions in this word game, and it's called Would You Rather. So you need to complete the sentence, and I'll start you off and you'll answer, all right? Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so as quickly as possible. Would you rather be able to whisper everything or shout everything out?
Whisper.
Okay. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button in your life?
Pause.
Would you rather have cornrows like back in the day, or would you rather have a perm for the rest of your life?
Ooh, none of the above.
No. Would you rather listen to hip hop or Maskandi music? Hip hop, Maskandi.
Hip hop.
Hip hop, all right.
Okay.
And would you rather be underdressed or overdressed for an occasion?
Over.
You'd rather be overdressed. Thank you so much, Dr. Tumi, for joining us on Identity. It was so amazing to have you on the show, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Tumi usisibonelo esihle esibonisa ukuba ungaphumelela xa ungazimisela usebenze kanzima. Simnqwenela konke okuhle njengokuba eqhubeke ukutshintsha ilizwe ngomculo wakhe. It's time for a short break. When we return, we head to Soweto to engage in enlightening conversations for young women. And don't miss our media review segment, which features a muscle toner app and an inspirational movie. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back. You're still watching Identity with me, Viwe Gxwala, right here on SABC Mzansi for sure. Thank you for staying tuned. It's time for our regional story, which focuses on different communities and stories. One of our loyal viewers, Viwe Gxwala, recently invited us to attend the commemoration of the dialogue for young women affected by gender-based abuse. This is what she said. Hi Identity team, my name is Viwe Gxwala from Soweto, and I'd like to invite the Identity team to come and join us as the Moving Ahead Development Agency will be hosting an open dialogue about young women affected by gender violence. During this celebration, there'll be different activities such as poetry and music. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Warm regards, Viwe. Kakade asikwazanga ukulinda kuya kulo mcimbi. Iqela lethu lipakishe imithwalo yalo yaliqondisa eSoweto Theatre. Jongani ukuba babuye nantoni na.
This is my identity.
Hello Identity viewers, mina ngegama ngubuhle ngintokazi kaMasithole. Today we're at the Soweto Theatre to attend one of the Moving Ahead Development Agency events, also known as MADA, a memorial dialogue which will highlight the injustices of gender-based violence. We will also commemorate all of those that have been affected by it. But before we get to today's event, let us find out a bit more about what this event is about. Come with me.
My name is Dr Tumi. I'm the founder and chairman of the Moving Ahead Development Agency. Because of we are pressed for time, I want to declare the annual and the first memorial lecture against the killing of women open.
Standing next to me is the founder and the executive chairperson of MADA, Ubaba Utshepo Mokwena. What inspired this event?
After the death of my niece Karabo Mokwena, there were a series of young women who were killed and killed by boyfriends. We saw a need as MADA, the board, to say that maybe we need to take the message out there. Maybe we need to start talking to communities, particularly men who can actually be able to talk to boys, and that's what has inspired us to do the event.
And working with so many young people, what are some of the challenges that you see them go through, and how do you step in and help them get over those challenges?
We have a support from clinical psychologists. Social development is helping us to resource us. So some of the challenges that we cannot solve, we refer those challenges to them.
For the young people that have attended today's event, what would you hope that they take out of it?
I think they will be able to learn that we as parents, or we as people who are leaders, we are taking this thing of gender-based violence and the killing of young women very, very serious.
We do need to pump up a little bit understanding of helping the young men to grow with a full understanding that girls are their counterparts and nothing makes them different.
Mama, why ama events are so abalulekile kuwe, especially as umuntu owumama no teacher esikoleni samantombazane?
As we've seen in our community that the moral fiber has got lost. if our families are not healthy, they cannot bring a healthy society. Because of this awareness, we must also teach the boys, as we are teaching our girls, to bring back that moral fiber, that moral generation in our community, in our society.
Why did you as a young man decide to come to this event today?
It was to learn, actually. You know, as young men, sometimes when you've grown to be at this age that I am, I'm 28 now, sometimes you feel like you've learned enough because of the type of friends that you hang out with.
And what's your take on these gender-based violence attacks that have been happening throughout our societies?
I am so disappointed. I also hate the fact that now some of us men are also being brushed with the same brush. And it's difficult for you to stand out as a man and to say, no, I'm not one of them, because now you need to prove it. I'm hoping that we as men will come together and work on remedying this thing.
If we can't protect our children, who will protect? If we can't defend our children, who will defend? But bantwana bami, ngicela ukukhuluma nani. Izikhamu iziko.
Yini ekwenze wathatha isinqumo sokuthi udecide ukuthi uze kule event namhlanje?
Engenza ukuthi ngizoyithanda le event lena ukuthi nami ngiphuma e-girls school and I know ukuthi amantombazana afisana nani, so I wanted to attend this event ukuthi ngizo-encourage amanye amantombazane and nami ngize ngisifundise about i-abuse yabantombazane.
Yini into oyifunde kakhulu from i-event yanamhlanje?
Ngifunda ukuthi njengomuntu osasemusha kuhle ukuthi ngicommunicate nabantu. Ukucommunicate yiko kuzongisiza ukuthi ngikwazi uku-express ama-feelings wami. So if ngile muntu osasemusha ongakwazi ukucommunicate nabazali bakhe, I won't go anywhere.
What are your opinions around all the killings and all the abductions that are happening?
I think it's time for us to heal our women, be real to our women. And if as a guy my age, I start preaching such words, if I start telling them to respect women, motivating them, all these things, running such programs, it will help make South Africa, or even start at a small place, my school, a better place where women are respected, where there's no sense of superiority or inferiority, where each and everyone is at the same level.
Women are caregivers by nature. They need protection and respect. Women are often abused and killed by men who claim to love them. Women are no punching bags. They need love and support.
I'm so grateful to have been a part of such a fantastic event. It was truly insightful. Societal norms were questioned. Boys and girls were given practical advice that they can take back to their communities, and that we need to work on Ubuntu and uniting as a society. So ngiyathemba ukuthi nawe mbukeli lapha ekhaya, you've learned a thing or two as I have. Thank you for having me. Goodbye.
Thank you to Buhle Sithole and the members of Moving Ahead Development Agency for allowing us to capture this eye-opening story. Uba unalo ibali elikhuthazanayo ongathanda ukubonisa ababukeli bethu beMzansi for sure, kulula, ungathumela incwadi ku-identitytvshow@gmail.com. Kwazibani, iqala le-identity lingathi gqi likundwendwele. It's time for one more break. When we come back, we head into today's What's Appening segment, which features the review of a bodybuilder app and a movie that shows an interesting journey of a uniquely gifted young girl. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
You're still watching Identity right here on Mzansi's #1 channel, SABC1 Mzansi for sure. I'm your host Viwe Gxwala. Basandungena uphosiwe. Imvume ephume emagqabini uDr Tumi usincede siqale inkqubo yethu ngomfutho. Salibhekisa eSoweto apho khona sibone umcimbi obunencoko ngabantwana bamantombazane. Ngoku lixesha lesiqendu sethu semedia review yale veki. Nanku what's happening. Trying to maintain a healthy workout lifestyle is imperative, especially in our current times. Thankfully, technology has made it easier to compile different effective full body workouts. Today's app offers a collection of workout sets and tips for toning. It's called XFit Full Body. XFit Full Body Trainer app is a cutting-edge exercising app which serves as your own personal trainer. It provides you with the most effective full-body workout that you can do in your own home and offers descriptive animations to show you exactly how to perform the exercise. The homepage offers options such as workout, exercises, and more. Under the Exercises tab, there are 30 unique workout exercises you can try, such as squats and calf raise, plank, dumbbell swing, and many more. Choose any exercise to get detailed instructions and an animation to assist you. The app also gives you an option to set a reminder to do your full body workout. Click the menu bar and select Reminder. If you're relatively new in working out, it's safe to start on easy mode on the homepage, and each workout session has customized time in between the workout session, from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes. The My Workouts tab helps you create your own workout plans. Enjoy the numerous benefits of exercising and working out with the help of XFit Full Body Workout app.
Lo app ivakala ingathi imandi ndiza kuyijonga. Masingene kwisiqendu sethu esilandelayo. Ngumboniso bhanyabhanya obonisa ibali labantwana abafuna utata wabo. Ibizwa Wrinkle in Time. Masiyibone.
You were a top student, but look at you now. You can't keep using your father's disappearance as an excuse to act out.
Directed by Ava DuVernay, Wrinkle in Time is a science fantasy adventure film based on a classic novel. It follows a young girl who struggles to fit in with her peers and in school, eager and invested in keeping her father's legacy alive.
Where are we?
We heard a cry out in the universe.
With the help of 3 astral travelers, she gets to set off on a quest to find her father, who went missing after discovering a new planet. Meg soon finds out that she's the only person who can save her father from the evil planet. Meg then finds an invisible staircase leading to the room where her father is being kept prisoner. For something inspiring and eye-opening, make sure you catch Wrinkle in Time.
Before we wrap up the show, tomorrow marks World Blood Donor Day, established in 2004 by the World Health Organization. This campaign serves to raise awareness of the need for blood and blood products and to thank blood donors for their voluntary life-saving gifts of blood. You can also play your part and save a life by visiting your local blood donor center. This Saturday marks June the 16th, which is one of the most significant days in South Africa, as it commemorates a day when thousands of students protested against an unjust education system in 1976. Many of those students were brutally killed on that day, and in their honor, this day is celebrated as Youth Day. We hope you have a peaceful Youth Day this Saturday and that you continue to remember the significance of this day. With that said, we've come to the end of today's episode of Identity. We hope that our guest, insert, and reviews have left you educated and motivated. If you have a positive community story to share with us, simply let us know by sending a detailed email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. We're also active on the social media scene. Search for Identity TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Kum Viwe Gxwala neqala le-Identity sithi kuni salani kakuhle.